I'm saying Medini Kigwana Kasari Kasidu Gwedian so Mama Kwabadi about a channel so. And of course, when them say transfer window not be players are moving, teams are making signings near there. As Ghanaians, yeah, say Hena Ghanaian players they move yako. Na in ripple effect, no, and I say in effect, no, other boy national teams. So when they are playing at top level, we was now, we were United, we were City, we were hand. Also, that's the one way of impacting our national team. And then Master Banson and everybody and come on about the various movements in place now. Well, we say Okopimo war Tekia. You say Yenya I done Amartey Kopimo or I Teki. Sanso na Alexander Djiku is a Kopimo or Penabachi. And so you're sharing most of when the news Abetomo Ayakuris Mohammed being linked to Arsenal. Will it be a good move? Now, Thomas Partey also Arsenal still has something which is there. Say, all Saudi Arabia, say, what's not? No, Ghanaians interested. Yes, saying, and ABC Ako. That is the situation we find ourselves. Thomas Partey issues near the other. But first of all, so far, Ghanaian players link him to clubs being at the other. Tour, almost integral part of the Black Stars. They've moved to Turkey. What do you have to say?
When the season and this year, especially when this summer, the summer and the transfer, the European clubs to top players, and then you see players move corner. But my biggest concern is your concern. How many Ghanaian players normally link come to clubs? Clubs Ben Omoko, find Ben the story behind the rumors now. How solid and when it's in a story, it's in a class now. When you look at the Ghanaian player with Djiku about Strasbourg in the French league, or move to Fenerbahce, I don't think the French league was structured the Turkish league. Okay. If you move from Strasbourg to Fenerbahce, and you be able to say, I free struggle.
Low grade. No,
I don't think
okay.
So. The Fenerbahce itself as a club, the history more. There's a possibility that playing for Fenerbahce will give you an opportunity to play in the European competition. Okay. Which Strasbourg and Man had. There's a possibility of playing in Fenerbahce. The history, the rivalry between Besiktas or the rivalry between Galatasaray or playing for Strasbourg and Man Sebi. Okay. So when you come to the national team, let's say Oba against Nigeria, Oba against Ivory Coast, Oba against Cameroon, and how it feels to play in the rivalry games. Okay. That's a good one. Okay. When you look at it, say Partey. From a Leicester team about 7 years ago, no matter the Premier League. Amartey, you mean? Amartey, sorry. Leicester team 7 years ago, the Premier League. The next 7 years, they are going to the Championship. The Championship, I still feel I saw the Champions League opportunities to be with Besiktas. And the money they bring there, the Championship is also not a low good. But it will be difficult for any Championship team to keep a player of more than £100,000 a week. No. Because of the financial effects. A move from the Premiership to the Championship. Move from the Premiership. On the day they will get you to the Championship. Over more than 50 to 60 million pounds. Okay. So the owners of the club will have to sit down and cut that cost. So that cost also. The minimum wage for a Championship player and the maximum and the minimum wage for the Premiership player is mass wide. Okay. And you don't need to keep players on board, especially when only resale value. When only so Partey moving to the Turkish league is something I knew about. I saw Salisu will also move. Okay. But after the World Cup, the opportunities now are confirmed. Yeah, Southampton I changed ownership about 2 years ago. There's a German and a partner. Maybe will take over the Southampton. They also find it difficult with Sika issues near Southampton on the board who to be able to say they're selling every player, almost top players to the extent that transfer sporting director Rob McKenzie. Arabia Southampton echo people be a woman authority. It tells you that they think about the financial aspect more than maintaining their status in the Premier League. So maybe I might be wrong, but maybe as Southampton echo PCCL, they also find it difficult to deal with players. Okay. And if so, they say, or a replacement of a player from maybe £80,000 a week. Okay, Newcastle call relegation. But Martin is so Dembaba 6 years old. And because of Musika Omojeno, if you keep well, you can maintain Musika Omojeno for the league. There's a move on. So you think that is the case of Amartey? Amartey, when it comes to different regions, being a Ghanaian, maybe be on office championship. Now we go back to Onona dream and from the layman point of view, the championship, the Turkish league, I was so
the championship.
Yeah, but and yeah, too much. The Turkish teams also, wherever they make their money, till now I don't know. They have money. They pay players very very well. That is why the Besiktas, the Galatasaray, the Fenerbahce, they have money. Where they make that money, I don't know. It's almost they can pay the Partey.
Okay.
The Leicester can release
Amartey, okay.
It's more the Turkish league is more of the Bisan Caribbean or move to China than Asia, not because of the standard, because of money wise. Because the championships go Turkish for no more than that. It's a better move in Monaco. It's another reason.
Okay.
The Champions League experience at Besiktas is another reason. But then the opportunity to also win a league trophy. But Besiktas, Fenerbahce, they are potential league winners in the Turkish league.
They say 2 players move on Makono. Good.
I think it's a good move.
It's a good move. Wow. Let's look at that link. Link Kudus to Arsenal. But before that, you enter Partey.
Yeah, Partey. I knew Partey it will get to a point Arsenal will consider selling him and I'm moving from Arsenal. We say the move, but move from Arsenal and yet a top team, but it will be based on legs be here for money. That is the Chinese league.
Okay.
And Jamaica said the Chinese league is also outperform. So where will he be going to? Saudi nearby, not the English.
Okay.
I think Partey as a player, maybe an advisor. If I had the opportunity to meet him, I'm not somebody. I've never advocated say player do the pick on this cadre.
Okay.
But with the Partey issue, I think on this cadre. Reasons being is Partey before me and you believe the research. Nobody knows what will happen the next days now. But if you look at the Partey here on the face value, if you look at the competitors of more Africa, we are talking about Salah Kura or 32 years. He looks likely to win the African Football of the Year than Partey.
Okay.
What's the mean? Likely. A baby of African Year, are moving to Saudi Arabia. Money, looking likely to win the African Football of the Year than Partey. Then the international Partey could just almost by 50 to 100.
Let's
Then the sort now. The benefit then the sort because one Arsenal doesn't look like we change the league from City.
Okay.
Arsenal doesn't look like we change the Champions League. Partey has already won a league in the top 5 leagues because Atletico League non jail. The number of games of Bayern move across and winning medal.
Yeah.
So now he's a La Liga winning player.
Yeah.
Into the top 5 leagues, he's retire. Only regret BS one league top 5 league. What the league in the La Liga? La Liga at the point in that was better than the Premiership. And then put the car and Premiership in Kakredi. So as an ex-player, that's our Partey. You can't say that or I'm not top 5 football and one Jerry. What did the La Liga?
He has something to show.
The next thing BMS saw here is Arsenal better the Champions League now. I don't think it looks likely. And Arsenal better the Premier League and I still don't believe it looks likely. Kono Partey better the individual award is African Football of the Year. Since 92 I think it's not likely. So no money na entime memo the why mo many so na or 30 years. Tell me why you think he should stay at Arsenal.
Well, Obi Philip said this side of the world, an African or Boston, and I say Yahuwah.
Because of Arsenal 2 years. It's enough. Now, so I retire from Arsenal. Young guy, particular, we remember him for an Arsenal team which nearly won the league at City Gifford.
He was very integral.
Young guy required the London derby between Tottenham and Arsenal. That long drive now shared will be shown in the Premier League London derby's highlights for the next 50 years.
Yeah.
I tell you, so the deal will not be
wiped out easily.
So easily, so more Premiership there. That I don't know. Young guy required the point in time in the history of Arsenal. He was the highest paid player. So what else again? The next thing they more share. It's not about the pride again. We're not pride for playing for Arsenal. The next thing
maybe we wanted to win something.
Arsenal.
Yeah, person no GBB. But an FA Cup, a Carabao, or something.
What will you do with an FA Cup when you won La Liga? I don't think it makes any.
Well, just to be able to say, call England with me GBB.
You've won La Liga. It's like winning an English player. It's like a Ghanaian player. Now I did Premier League. Now I say, person Togolese League. What will you do with it? As the next player, nobody will remember you from winning. The La Liga is way ahead of the FA Cup.
Okay. And
you have the ultimate, and he help you. So make the individual awards. I would prefer him to stay. So if he said maybe we will minimum. What to overtake the former the former Salah exhibiting seasons in and out now. Then we can contest that because overtake African Football of the Year. Because after the dependent that is something which should keep you in the top league.
But it is not likely.
Doesn't look like so the Champions League, then you will be the 6th or maybe 6th player, a Ghanaian 6th player watch the Champions League. That will put you in that table. I only Ibrahim Tenkomu Only Samuel Sokufo, only be depend on anything come only SCM. That table is stable. I make you say. Then I want you to push out and get to that table. Team Ben or City can make it on time. I don't think Arsenal looks likely like winning the champion in the next 3 years.
Trophy yes.
I can't 2 years on the contract. I signed 4 years. About 2. The next 2 years, can anybody tell me be able to? But can you tell me that Arsenal looks likely to win the Champions League in the next 2 years before the contract expires? No. But now 2 years, I don't think Arsenal will extend his contract. Because Arsenal offer a Declan Rice is 24 years. Partey and Declan Rice almost the same, little bit of difference. And Declan Rice, we were born West Ham last season. It's like the Partey born or United team, more offensive. So they are the same player. Who, why in England, or they had a gust to tell an English poster boy to sit on the bench for a Ghanaian player to play? No, it's a big no. He was a West Ham captain. He would definitely in the next 2-5 years, Declan Rice form here. He will be the English captain or another deputy captain. You don't sit him on the bench.
So they won't let him be on the bench.
And now, Partey form of Bayern and say, since Arsenal could sign Djiku on the field, Jorginho started both games in the then Partey Jorginho can give you exactly what the Partey demand. Look at their age difference. This is a Brazilian Italian player. Won so many things in national team football with the Italian national team. Won the Champions League with Chelsea. He brings something Partey doesn't have.
Okay.
In terms of man management on the field of play, and in terms of the delivery, look at the point in time in the Premier, she was the best defensive midfielder. The form that they played. Yes. If you look at your chances of getting match game play, moving to Juventus, go for the money. Don't go to Juventus. Juventus can pay you £250,000 a week. No. Juventus, Radiana Aguilera, the club president of Juventus, already signed about 5 months ago. Juventus are in financial crisis. Oma more dubious means in their financial transactions. Oma 45 figures near to make sure that they overcome financial fair play. And Juventus, the family, the Ghanaian family, they are into issues. It will take them time for them to solve that. Nobody knows how Juventus will go in the next coming seasons. And so when a player now signing is shaky because there could be a new president, there could be a new direction for Juventus, and that's
so the Saudi move will help.
Yeah, the Saudi move, not footballing wise, but even footballing wise, can't we say that now the Saudi league can be placed in the top 10 leagues in the world? I think it's
like Ronaldo was saying. Yes. They are now on top.
Yeah,
they are doing well.
A Liga, Equal Meres, Equal Benzema, Equal Ronaldo.
But let's wait for them to play.
No, but only attracts the world of football fans.
Okay.
And can you tell me that this collection of this players from Meres, the collection of this players, can you tell me that the Belgian league will be better than the Saudi league?
No, I mean no. In terms of
attraction, the Saudi league will attract more people. They have money. It's a huge project. And I don't know more, so I'm consumed the next 2-3 years. They will be in the top 10 leagues in the world.
Kudos to Arsenal.
I think the Brighton move will be a better one for Kudus.
He has to Brighton.
Yeah.
And not ever better than Arsenal.
Yeah, I think so. Brighton have a very good coach.
Yeah. Wow.
It's a very, very good coach.
Very good coach, yeah.
I think even the Brighton coach is a much better coach to me than Arteta.
Okay.
I think there's expectation of Brighton will form change Arsenal.
And also Cajon.
I think the competition of Brighton is less change Arsenal. Because when you call Brighton, I don't go play position with solid match. And this Japanese striker, Utoma also, then Ebia Facundo Benotti, and Ebia this Ecuadorian young boy, Erescu. These are players on number 3 position, either sort of behind striker and from the other side of the flanks. Kudus about the Dutch area division. And apparently, can I say the Dutch league, the Premiership is about 5 times better than the Dutch league financially, the standard of play, everything. And the Dutch league could share 13 goals, 11 goals, 3 assists. No, 13 goals, 3 assists. Obasna, or play position with Martinez and Xhaka. Martinez share 15 goals, 7 assists
in the EPL.
Xhaka share 14 goals, 3 assists in the EPL. All these players, among numbers, not could do in the Dutch league. The Premiership is a much better league than the Dutch league. And tell me why you think when you're coach, you will set this players on the bench and use Kudus.
Okay.
Again, there's an English player. Again, you're competing with the Brazilian player. Over the Brazilian national team. Or call the World Cup among the Brazilian national team. Team Vickrey, the top South American journalists, they are always on the BBC, are always on the Talksport. They keep on pushing the Brazilian players.
So it's not advisable for him to go there.
No, most especially when we had a trend Antonio Abaye or Manchester, we had a trend Sancho Abaye or Manchester. Players no more too skillful on the ball. The Premiership that really doesn't welcome that.
Okay.
Premiership, no, and you're not paper and say over Diagonal. It's very difficult. KG, Arsenal team on every day on a team or dictate the pace of the game. Sometimes you have to sit back. Sometimes you have to work on your defensive duties. Could you so to me take back? Is another question. I wasn't forced say on your consistent in the whole season. No, the 4 minutes to me picking momentum and I drop it. And the Premiership journalists will scrutinize you.
On the pressure better
on numbers. On the pressure better. Arsenal will demand a lot from you. But Brighton, the demand at Brighton is too much. They are in a where almost develop talent no more. This Casido is somewhere 70 million or something.
It is
Kabba, the owner of Brighton will not look down that money. And from Brighton, you will value any 40 million. You will be somewhere 70, 80 million. At that time, what getting experience being in the Premiership with less demand and less pressure.
And could move higher.
But the Arsenal, and they can have a scrub account. It is a wingers one who are now number. If Havertz is not a typical winger, behind the striker, it's an Arsenal striker. Behind the striker, you can also fight for position with Gabriel Jesus. With the right or the left side, only Martinez. Anyway, in April, Saka they are out. He's a darling boy. He's the highest paid player in the team. No team. Anyway, we decided to put the youngest, one of the youngest players, who is also the highest paid player, who is also a native of the leg now on the bench.
No. That's how Ozil and Aubameyang had to leave.
Yeah. Found to bench. All these factors now, mean how a Jaguar that Arsenal did. I think the Brighton one
is better.
Me follow on Talksport and more fire. And I think it will be a better deal for him to go to Brighton than Arsenal. Play Brighton. Maximum, what I need 3-4 years, let's say 4 or 5 years. Brighton in the next 2 years, if you can perform like they are Arsenal, they will sell you the top 16 to quack on you. And Brighton this season, but then an opportunity to play in Europa, because we qualify for Europa. Yeah. It's not like you are leaving the Champions League football from Ajax and coming playing in the league. You have the opportunity to play in Europe. You'll be part of the Brighton team Europa for the first time in their history. You'll be part of a Brighton team with young players, because almost the average age of the Brighton team is almost 25 years.
Okay.
And a solid match, and you'll be our best over two. Otomo is very good in terms of driven and productive. Or a productive team, Kudus, but Kudus when you go searching. And you're not going to and that position you can take one on any day. So I think that will be
is better. Yes, of course. You will follow again in place the movements. I hold on more. Yeah, I was our transfer window. You money. I'm update on the same channel. Master Banson now and I'm doing come up. If you're not casting Erica, see anybody. You ever say share? Michelle, unsubscribe here. No me subscription button. Now I say now you're done. Never heard. I said, baby, or share. You ever say share?